Guten Tag, Dashitele Shugiyö. My name is Tenzin Zöchbauer, and I'm the Executive Director of Tibet Initiative Deutschland, also known as TID. As a Tibetan of mixed heritage and as a proud daughter of a Tibetan woman who has been an advocate for Tibet since I can remember, I feel especially blessed to moderate this very important topic and to host this event with you, Your Holiness. Your Holiness, I would like to request you now to please share with us your view and your opinion on how Tibetan culture can make a difference and contribute to a peaceful and mindful global society, especially in these current times. After your teachings, we will have some questions and we would be grateful to hear your answers. Thank you.
The 7th century King Songtsen Gampo decide we should create our own script. Then 8th century, the Tibetan king, Chisong Tesen, he wanted to establish Buddhism not through China, but directly from India. And at that time, the famous best sort of Buddhist institution in India was a Nalanda institution. So he invited almost top master of Nalanda institution, Shanta Rakshita. When Shanta Rakshita reached Tibet, he noticed Tibetan, we have our own script. So instead of learning Pali or Sanskrit, you see, you should translate all these important Buddhist texts in Sanskrit language or Pali language. So he emphasizes translation. Some scholar, even mentioned to me, Shanta Rakshita himself, you see, in spite of his age, he tried to learn Tibetan. Indian, ancient time, truly our teacher, like that. So sometimes I jokingly telling, now modern time, it seems ancient Indian student, Indian chela of, I'm a Tibetan, now become guru. I think as far as Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist logic, and Buddhist psychology, for these concerns, these subjects, we Tibetan have best knowledge. There are Buddhist, respected Buddhist brothers, sisters who follow Pali language. This is not much pay attention, the logic of these things. Even Chinese Buddhist, same, this is the so-called Nalanda tradition or Sanskrit tradition. But you see, the Chinese as a Buddhist, respected Buddhist brothers, sisters, they not much pay attention for study. And especially Buddhist logic, pramana, they never pay attention. We Tibetan pay much attention. So now today, as far as Buddhism is concerned, our knowledge, seems now more complete and best knowledge. So now, Tibetan Buddhist tradition, since, we not only practice compassion, warm-heartedness, but also, use our brain extensively, logical approach. So now today, I feel the Tibetan tradition have great potential to to make contribution regarding peaceful world. So our way, not just a faith, intellectually, thinking much, we try to make contribution as much as possible to create world peace through inner peace, not faith. Faith, individual matter, individual business. But knowledge, study, these are common for all human beings. Basic human nature, I always is mentioning, we, like many other animals, from the beginning, you see, we grown by mother's affection. Without a mother's affection, child cannot survive. So that is the seed of compassion. Now, problem, when we start the education, so-called modern education, then not much pay attention about our inner peace, these things. In the last few decades, I also have sort of very close connection or discussion with modern scientists, how to tackle our anger, fear, suspicion, like that. Now more and more a scientist, profession as a scientist, but in deep insight, they have some admiration about Buddhist, or say, logical approach, like that. I never try to propagate Buddhism, simply how much we can make contribution for peaceful world through inner peace.
Thank you, Chik. Tashdali, Your Holiness. My question to you is, how can Tibetan youth in Tibet best preserve Tibetan culture and religion, especially under the Chinese occupation of Tibet? Thank you.
Our tradition, not based on faith, but through reasoning. Young Tibetan, now firstly, should learn Tibetan, can study Buddhist logic or Buddhist, or say the philosophy, these things. So that's the way we preserving our traditional, our rich knowledge. A way to preserve not only older generation, but younger generation through study, like that. In order to explain those sophisticated Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist logic, now best language is Tibetan language. Now, today's education, as I already mentioned, we should include about education how to bring peace of mind, how to control anger, how to develop compassion.
Your Holiness, my question is, do you believe that changing the culture over the time is essential? Or do you think that the traditional culture should not be altered at all? What is your thought on that? Thank you.
Now, cultural heritage, it is wrong. Which subject, something useful for humanity, for a particular group, and then worthwhile. Not in the way we love our culture, we must preserve. Not that way. Okay.
Thank you very much, Your Holiness, for spending your morning with us and sharing your inspiring and motivated message to this topic with the world.
Okay. Thank you.